Okay, my name is Jenny Murta, and this is for Technology and Pedagogy 518. The educational game I selected was called Bafa Bafa. It is well received for its effectiveness in experiential cultural simulation with the intent of encouraging exploration of cross-cultural interactions. The focus is ability, but the environment used can be fun and safe. And varies from classrooms with diverse class bodies, marketing conference rooms, Navy bases, and even Pentagon think tanks, to name a few. The learning theory of Bafa Bafa can best be described as where the use of experiential learning in the business classroom has reviewed increasing emphasis in recent years because students need to learn real-world skills in addition to learning concepts, theories, and practices. Indeed, the curriculum guidelines of the American Assembly of Collegiate Schools of Business 2000 stress the need to become successful business people. In order to ensure the classroom incorporates real-world learning, experiential experiences can be used to provide students with meaningful activities to develop their understanding and these skills. Schabowski, Peltier, and Collins, 1999. For the rubric, there are 5 stages of this game. Stage 1 is considered orientation, where you separate your class into 2 groups. Randomly, participants have one major goal of learning as much as possible about another group or foreign culture. And to interact successfully in the foreign environment, participants are told that there will be a briefing after the class exercise. Stage 2, acculturation. You separate class members into 2 rooms again in order to teach each of the 2 groups their specific rules of their new cultures. They are given adequate time to digest and familiarize themselves with the new culture. Experiential learning, considered learning by doing, daily, 2001, either field-based, internships, practicum, or classroom-based, role-playing, simulations, Lewis and Williams, 1994. Instructors who have reported a number of benefits including increased student enthusiasm, DeBauer, 1997, increased student performance on assignments, Perry et al., 1996, higher levels of self-confidence, Ramoki, 1987, and enhancement of learning, Hammer, 2000, and Lawson, 1995. Stage 3 is considered exchange of observers. Once proficiency is achieved by the groups, we can begin to identify ambassadors who will begin to visit, much like tourists, to the foreign culture. It is crucial that they observe without interruption and then return to their home and culture and report what they have experienced and observed. This is a picture of artwork done in Puerto Vallarta. I love Mexican muralists, Diego Rivera, Siqueiros, Orozco, Frida Kahlo. And this, of course, is Javier Niño on the Malecón. Beautiful. In spite of the growing trend of globalization, there are few classrooms-based experiential exercises appropriate for global marketing. Without a doubt, study abroad opportunities offer the best chance to exchange a foreign culture and the impact of the new necessity of acculturation. However, relatively few students take advantage of these opportunities, which are perceived as expensive in terms of time and money. And that is C. Swift and L. Denton, 2003, page 42. Stage 4 is considered your exchange of visitors. The next step in the educational game of Bafa Bafa is that small groups are exchanged. This time, instead of individuals, these are groups. And these small groups are identifiable by their badges, a given material that enables them to interact with foreign culture. The cycle of visitation repeats until each member has an opportunity to visit and report. So by the end of the game, everybody in either classroom will have visited the other classroom, whether individually or as a group. And, these members are decided by the facilitators, which there are 2 of. And so, a lot of what's happening in the game really does depend on your facilitators, how they're selecting people as their ambassadors, which people they're selecting, which people work well as individuals and which people do better in groups. Stage 5, the debriefing. This is the part we are at the end of the game. You are led up to this point, basically. And this is when the participants discuss the experience simulated. Everybody gets together, what they learned of each other's culture and their own. This is the most valuable aspect of the simulation, the aha moment. Each culture is now able to explain the values and the rules of their culture. There are numerous outputs for how the debriefing session can be conducted. This is a little girl in the Peace Corps in Fiji. I'm also the daughter of a Peace Corps, and I think Peace Corps is an excellent foreign exchange program started by Kennedy, and there's just still quite a bit of Peace Corps that go all around the world and act as an ambassadors, and just really, you hear sometimes different things, but on the whole, I think it's a really great program and really good things come out of it. Barcelona is another place I did an internship. Travel abroad, see the world for yourself, and don't watch the propaganda box. Words to live by. Our media is very dangerous, and I know that firsthand. I've allowed myself to be, affected and manipulated by it, and it's sad because there's beautiful people and there's beautiful things in our world, and we can't just focus and just stay in our homes. We got to get out there and see this world and show people what America is about. And on that note, I can't not mention the United States of America. Also a great place to visit and to live still. The true goal of a true democracy such as ours, explained simply, is that any baby being born in the United States, even if he is born to the blackest, most illiterate, most underprivileged Negro in Mississippi, is merely being born and drawing his first breath in this democracy, endowed with the same exact rights as a child born to a Rockefeller. Of course it's not true. Of course it will never be true. But I challenge anybody to tell me that it isn't the type of goal we should try to get to as fast as we can. Thurgood Marshall, Chief Justice, United States Supreme Court. And I do apologize for one of the terms I used. This is an old quote that is super context. So, of course it's not PC to use that term anymore, but this was written a long time ago. But I think it still has a valid application today. It should, anyway. This is a personal picture of my mother's island, Yap. Not just her island, but, where we're from, made out of Peace Corps. This is one of the, that's actually a man's house my grandfather built. And these island girls are performing a bamboo dance. And with the game Bafa Bafa, to go experience something like this is really quite amazing experience. To grade individuals on this experiential learning process, I would say it depends individually, and the more frustrated people may be in the exercise leads to laughter at the debriefing stage, and therefore A+ for participation. All you have to do is be respectful and participate. When I went, I was rudely awakened to the fact that I am an American, and I had a hard time observing a caste system, and, it was hard in a lot of ways being a woman, And yet in other ways, life was a lot simpler, and there was a lot of customs and things that made more sense. So, there's always trade-offs. And if you can just appreciate them, you'll find yourself appreciating home a lot more. The complete Bafa Bafa cross-cultural simulation can be ordered from Simulation Training Systems, P.O. Box 910, Del Mar, California, 92014, or www.simulationtrainingsystems.com for $35. So thank you so much for your time, and hope you appreciated this, enjoyed this PowerPoint presentation, and I enjoyed yours. Thank you.